why we guarantee acceptance to everyone aged 50 to 85. No health questions, no medical exam. Applying is easy. And you have your choice of options starting at $9.95 a month, and your price will never go up. Ready to learn more? Call for free information and your free gift.
Call 1-800-701-3399 for your free information and your free beneficiary planner. That's 1-800-701-3399. 1-800-701-3399.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe it's time the world sees your smile. Whether it's a single tooth, dentures, or dental implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone.
Go ahead and smile.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
When did I call Leaf Filter? When I saw my gutters overflowing onto my porch.
Leaf Filter is a permanent gutter solution, so you never have.
He harassed me and caused so much stress to my life.
He's a danger against me and my other sisters and brothers.
It's just hate. And I wish we could just come together.
When I get home, I have a order.
Hi, Team Boy. Hey, Alani. Hello, hello.
Today and every day, ABC6 News is on your side.
We felt that by continuing on, I mean, the whole tradition would be the same, and the pizza was going to be the same, and we felt that was very important.
There you go. Blazer went away.
shoots through there like a fire hose, just blasting up into the atmosphere and creating those big storms. Right now, our cap is holding steady, and that is keeping the storms from forming. So right now, radar is actually pretty quiet, but we have all of the fuel that we need. So through the evening tonight, we still have a lot of instability, meaning lots of what the air needs to rise. And that's why there is a chance for strong to severe thunderstorms tonight and through the overnight hours. And then we're going to do it again on Friday. So through the night tonight, we're going to have to stay weather aware because these storms have a chance of forming even after sunset. Temperatures are hot now. It's going to stay in the 70s. We'll take a look at the rest of what's coming for tonight and tomorrow in a few minutes. But this is a really good time to have the Ohio weather app because when those storms pop, you're going to want to know exactly where they are. You can use this to use the interactive radar, track it right down to your neighborhood. Best part is it's free. Just search Ohio WX in your app store.
Tonight, the push to ban cell phones in Ohio's public schools is moving forward, but it is getting pushed back from parents who are worried about safety. Kirsten Lindquist is live on your side at the State House. And Kirsten, what are these parents telling you?
Well, it's been a very nuanced conversation. Now, Senate Bill 158 has bipartisan support as it aims to curb cyberbullying, but also encourage that in-person connection in the classroom. Now, by reducing the cell phones, parents are urging lawmakers to kind of take a step back and really assess what they're doing here.
So there was probably 2 or 3 girls who jumped her at one time.
Concerns for physical safety weigh heavy for families like Laverne Fishers as lawmakers push forward legislation to ban cell phones during the school day.
My niece cannot go back to the school she was at because of the bullying, and it got so bad that she didn't feel safe.
And she's not alone. This is Kirsten with ABC6. How are you doing? You hit up our tip line.
There, but he put him in the headlock, slammed his head up against the wall, and he received a concussion.
With dozens of phone calls and messages.
Hi, Mr. Tanya, how are you?
I said, you email, they don't respond. You call, you leave a voicemail, they don't call you back.
Raising concerns regarding specifically harassment in the classroom and cyberbullying.
He actually wrote a letter to the teacher, to his hiring teacher, and told her that he feared for his safety.
And how you feel about cell phones potentially being banned during the school day.
He feels like if there's an emergency in the school that he doesn't know that he doesn't feel comfortable that these teachers will protect him.
Break the point. I don't want my grandson to commit suicide because he's getting bullied.
I feel like he shouldn't have this much anxiety just going to elementary school.
I've also heard from some of you who say the phones are a distraction from the learning that should be taking place.
There's so many mean children and mean things that are placed on social media. If they don't have access to their phones, I think that it would cut down on a lot of things that take occurrence during school hours.
At the end of the day, parents dealing with safety concerns say there are a lot of questions that need answered before this bill becomes a law.
I think it was important that she was able to contact her mother. If they're going to eliminate cell phones in the schools for all the children, where is that support going to come from? How are they going to contact parents daily? Who is that point person?
So we want to know what you think. Continue that conversation with us on social media. Now, earlier today, I posted a poll on my X page asking you all what you thought. And about 3/4 of you said that you would be in favor of legislation like this being passed. Now, Senate Bill 158 now will move on to the House. And if passed, Governor DeWine is expected to sign it. On your side at the State House, Kirsten Lindquist, ABC6 News.
New tonight, former Ohio State champion wrestler Kyle Snyder is expected to plead guilty to a lesser charge after being arrested in a prostitution sting. His attorney told our Steve Levine today that Snyder plans to plead guilty to disorderly conduct. That is a 4th-degree misdemeanor, and the original prostitution charge was a 1st-degree misdemeanor. Snyder was arrested at a North Columbus hotel last Friday night. His next court hearing is on Monday. A mother charged in the death of her 6-year-old daughter has also now been indicted for hurting a 1-year-old child. Ashley Fagan is charged with endangering children and permitting child abuse. The indictment says Fagan caused serious physical harm to that 1-year-old between November 1st, 2023 and December 4th, 2023. It did not give any other details about that abuse. Fagan is also facing a long list of charges, including murder in the death of her 6-year-old daughter, Ava Bretz. She died on April 13th after being found unresponsive. Ava had bruises, marks around her neck, a severed liver, and other major trauma. Fagan will be in court tomorrow. Her boyfriend, Blake Hutchinson, was also charged in this case. He died by suicide when police in Knox County moved in to arrest him.
And we are learning new details tonight about the horrific injuries a toddler suffered in a case of suspected child abuse. Only on ABC 6, Steve Levine talking with the 2-year-old's dad about the long and painful road to recovery.
A 2-year-old little boy remains here at Nationwide Children's Hospital after police say he received potentially life-altering injuries consistent with child abuse. And tonight, ABC 6 on your side with ways you can determine if a child has been a victim of abuse.
Like, just be chill, play with his toys, like to draw, watch his little videos and stuff like that.
Amir Johnson talking about his 2-year-old son, Jazani, who's been in a hospital bed for more than 2 weeks after police say Jazani was physically abused by a friend of the little boy's mother.
They were trying to slow down the brain bleeding when he was first got admitted. Then he had like fractured spine, fractured jaw.
22-year-old Nathan Bridges now locked up and charged with endangering children.
I don't know what makes somebody want to physically harm a 2-year-old, just a little kid. I want to hear like exactly what happened, like from whoever did it. I want to know exactly what was done.
Charging documents we obtained state Jazani's mom left her son in Bridges' care. Police say Bridges dropped off the little boy at the home of a woman who was a friend of Jazani's mom, telling her Jazani's mother had been arrested. When the woman noticed bruising on Jazani's body, she called police and the toddler was taken to the hospital.
I appreciate her for that, for, taking a notice if something was wrong.
Always be sure to err on the side of safety of the child and make the call.
Danielle Vandegrift with the Ohio Network of Children's Advocacy Centers tells us what to look for if you suspect possible child abuse.
Child being withdrawn, behavioral changes, certainly, and then also just the physical abuse, bruising that you think looks different.
Court documents state Jazani's mom told police when she left her son in Bridges' care and custody, he was happy. Police say Bridges never attempted to contact or seek medical help for the child. While the toddler showing improvements in the hospital, his dad tells us he faces a long recovery.
He's a fighter, survivor, he's blessed.
On your side, Steve Levine, ABC 6 News.
To report suspected child abuse, you can call the Ohio Job and Family Services hotline at 855-OH-CHILD. Your reports can be anonymous.
At the Supreme Court today, the issue of birthright citizenship was argued in front of the justices. President Trump says children of illegal immigrants should in the U.S. just because they were born here. Christine Frizzell listened to those arguments. Christine?
Outside the Supreme Court, hundreds gathered in support of the constitutional guarantee of birthright citizenship, which President Trump for years has said
amendment is very questionable as to whether or not somebody can come over, have a baby, and immediately that baby is a citizen.
But inside the courtroom, questions mostly focused on just how far the president can go in carrying out that conviction.
And they are morally, and I'm not impugning their motives in any way, but sometimes they're wrong.
You claim that there is to stop a president.
Injunctions. In the case of the 14th Amendment, 3 lower court judges have blocked Trump's policy. Nationwide injunctions have been issued on multiple Trump policies. Critics and the Justice Department arguing that puts too much power in the hands of judges to block the president's agenda.
Universal injunctions exceed the judicial power granted in Article 3, which address the injury to the complaining party.
Critics have a different take.
That if you don't like the nationwide injunctions that federal judges, both Republican and Democrat, are issuing, they don't do illegal, unconstitutional stuff.
If the justices side with Trump, as they appear they may, it could have...
Judges' decisions would be much more limited. It would just be in front of the people before...